Title: Glass Storm. Author: Rasha Ross. Star RT. The never-setting sun painted the chrome towers of Fon-LE in hues of bruised orange. Micro-glasses were the new reality, a shimmering shield against the invisible storm. But this storm, it wasn't just a hazard. It was a reckoning. I, Penny Angerstone, a low-graded citizen in the sterile community of Cluster 11, felt the tightening in my chest. My disagreement with the pod community's rigid standards had made me a target. Each day my dumping score, a silent measure of societal contentment, ticked upwards. A chilling premonition settled upon me as the sun dipped lower. The storm, usually a wispy distortion of light, began to coalesce. It took the shape of a shadowy figure, a grotesque mimicry of a human form, and drifted into Cluster 11. The lights intensified, bathing the community in an unnatural glow. It wasn't the comforting luminescence of the pods. It pulsed with a hungry energy. I watched in horror as the glass tendrils snaked out, not to protect but to consume. A strange phenomenon unfolded. The pods, once inert, began to fill with people not of Fon-LE but of another dimension. They weren't welcoming. Their eyes held a cold, calculating gleam. One by one, residents were sucked into these pods, their screams fading into the high-pitched whine of the storm. The tendrils reached for me. I braced myself, a knot of terror tightening in my stomach. I saw my own form reflected in the glass, a terrifying echo. The pods began to absorb me, not physically, but conceptually. My memories, my very essence, were pulled into the swirling vortex of the storm. My life force, my blood, the very essence of me, flowed between the pods and the ever-present glass storm. I felt a strange connection, a chilling familiarity as the storm's gaze met mine. It passed through my spectral form, and I saw a fleeting glimpse of myself being assimilated, my entire being dissolving into the glass. Days bled into one another. My dumping score climbed relentlessly. I knew I had to find the pods, to understand the pattern, to find a way to stop this. But each day I witnessed more disappearances, more arrivals from the other dimension. They seemed to orchestrate events, subtly manipulating the pods, revealing glimpses of their horrifying purpose. They showed me fragments of artifacts, hinting at a final act of sacrifice, a final choice to be made. End. Thank you for listening. This project is proud to support the mission of the Canadian Cancer Society, cancer.ca. Your support helps fuel promising cancer research and powers a nationwide system ensuring no one faces cancer alone.